quiet intensity. Quarterfinal. Under the blinding stadium floodlights in Miami. The entire tournament had been steadily building toward this exact moment. England's path forward ran straight into a Norwegian team built entirely around a single, highly efficient weapon. This chart shows the tournament's goal-scoring leaders leading into the match. Erling Haaland sits completely isolated at the top. 8 goals, 5 matches. The English defense faced a problem much larger than a standard tactical setup. They had to contain a striker executing at the absolute peak of his physical and technical career. Advancing meant doing what no other team had managed, silencing the most clinical finisher in modern football. For England, the opponent on the pitch is only half the battle. The other half is the crushing psychological weight of 60 years of hurt, a generational cycle of early exits, missed penalty kicks, and relentless disappointment. Previous squads packed with global superstars routinely collapsed under that exact historical pressure. To carry those immense historical expectations, the current squad relies on a 22-year-old centerpiece, Jude Bellingham. The global media cycle had already spent months crowning him a prodigy. Yet the reality of a tense knockout match in Miami tests players in a way newspaper columns cannot. The defining tension of the night was simple. Could a 22-year-old hold his nerve where entire generations of legends had failed? Then the worst-case scenario materialized right in front of them. Haaland found his space, struck the ball perfectly, and Norway took the early lead. For the next 80 minutes, the English attack slammed into a rigid Norwegian defense, desperately searching for a way to stay in the tournament. This tactical heat map illustrates Bellingham's response to the crisis. His movement across the midfield intensifies, consistently demanding the ball in the final third. That relentless pressure yields a result. He penetrates the box and levels the game, shifting momentum. By dragging his team into extra time, Bellingham broke the predictable script of English capitulation. 90 minutes vanished. Physical exhaustion set in across the pitch, leaving only mental endurance to decide the outcome. Deep into the final minutes of extra time, England pushed forward one last time, and a loose ball dropped into the Norwegian box. Bellingham was already there. Without a fraction of a second's hesitation, he struck it with pure power to make it 2-1. That single, ruthless finish replaced any lingering talk of potential with undeniable proof of his greatness on the global stage. The final whistle confirmed the contrast. Haaland, despite his flawless tournament leading up to the match, was heading home. Meanwhile, Bellingham firmly established himself among the game's absolute elite. Already commanding the midfield at Real Madrid, his national team heroics perfectly aligned his international reputation with his club success. By outlasting the tournament's most dangerous attacker, he proved he can dictate the outcome of the sport's most difficult matches. Back home, the tension shattered into pure celebration. Fans who had endured decades of disappointment finally saw a concrete reason to believe. He carried them into the semifinal. The lingering question is whether he can maintain this momentum all the way to a championship. There is no more waiting for his abilities to develop. Jude Bellingham is the present reality of English football. Will this squad finally secure the trophy, or is another painful exit waiting in the next round? Let us know your prediction in the comments.